This is one of the most intense motion pictures I have seen in many years. It's called Prisoners, and when I saw it in a screening room, I was actually by myself, and I'm really glad I was, because I was screaming things back at the screen. This thing, literally, it's a cliche to say this, but this one literally did have me on the edge of my seat.
Why don't you tell me his name?
He said he took them.
Did he say he was with anybody?
We found something.
Every day, she's wondering why I'm not there.
It's from the Canadian director Denis Villeneuve. He's a brilliant director, and he's really taken this material, which in other hands might have just been a genre kind of thriller, and turned it into quite an interesting film. It's about a kidnapping of two young girls on Thanksgiving Day. They're having a celebration with their respective families. Hugh Jackman and Maria Bello are the parents of one of them, and Terrence Howard and Viola Davis are the parents of the other. And they're simply playing outside, and they disappear in plain sight. Well, this, of course, starts a frantic search for them, and the detective, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, nabs a suspect right away. We're 25 minutes into the movie, and we've got the main suspect. This is a 2.5-hour movie. You know this can't be where it's going, and it isn't.
Well, he has the IQ of a 10-year-old.
There's no way he could abduct two girls and then make them disappear.
Maybe he wasn't on his own.
We're considering all possibilities.
I don't think you are considering all possibilities.
Just let me do my job.
And it really unravels in a great way. I don't want to say too much about the plot. Now, the suspect that they capture is played by Paul Dano, and he's a terrific actor. You've seen him in Little Miss Sunshine and many things. He plays a slightly mentally retarded young man here. But that's just the beginning of this story. And what it's really about, it's not about the kidnapping so much as it is about the creeping violence that comes into this family and to all the characters in this movie, how they sort of take matters into their own hands. And the moral ambiguity of it all is really the fascinating point of this film.
Hey! Tell me what you did with them! Tell me!
They didn't cry until I left them.
What did you say?
It is beautifully acted by Hugh Jackman, who has never been better. It's the most emotional I've ever seen him in a motion picture. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a career high mark for him, too. He really gets the complexity of this detective that he's playing. But the whole cast is great. Viola Davis, as usual, is terrific. Terrence Howard, as I mentioned, Paul Dano. I didn't mention Melissa Leo, the Oscar winner from The Fighter. She is really also remarkable. She plays the boy, Paul Dano's aunt in this. And just to right down the line, everybody's good. This is a beautifully made movie, too. It's shot by Roger Deakins, who has been nominated 10 times for an Oscar. If there's any justice, this will be the year he'll get it. This is used with natural light. It's beautifully shot. Prisoners is a fascinating movie. It's one that's going to raise a lot of questions. It's extremely disturbing. It is not for the faint of heart. If you're a little queasy when you want to go see these movies, you know, I would recommend not going to see Prisoners. But for everybody else who wants an edge of your seat experience in a motion picture theater, this movie is it. It delivers. Go.